Paul inside the UK arena. It's going to be absolutely incredible stuff. Jake Paul enters the ring first. Ooh, you can feel it. You can feel it.
This is it. Enter Jake Paul.
Oof.
Yeah, that's something that he's never experienced before, like facing someone, being in front of a crowd where it's only you and that other person, basically like fighting to the death. And I've done that over 200 times.
Are you looking for me? Deji, this ain't no game, dog. Fearless, you playing with the riddles. Welcome to the jungle where you playing with the riddles. Jump into the rumble and we're breaking down the pillars. Trying to play the hero, there's no way you're coming near us. And they can hear us cause we're bona fide. We got that clearance cause we're known to ride. We got that notoriety in the whole society. If you're looking for the bad guy, yeah, that guy is me. You looking for me? Knocked out on the canvas, and your family's watching you. Are you gonna hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
It's gonna be a knockdown. All right.
You can hear the reaction around the arena for Jake Paul's video there. True Geordie, what are you thinking at this moment?
The anticipation is electric in here right now.
This is the biggest thing that's ever happened on YouTube. The arena goes silent for the entrance of Jake Paul.
Let's get this party started! Coming to the ring first, from the United States of America, Jake Paul!
in the house, isn't it?
They certainly know how to make an entrance in the UK, don't they?
Jake Paul doesn't look one bit phased by this at all.
This is performance art at this point.
No, there's no stress at all here.
Oh yeah. Look at that necklace as well.
Number 1.
Look at it. Joe Weller, your thoughts?
I'm just speechless, to be honest. This guy is showing absolutely no fear. I can see, in fact, Deji's mum giving him evils. I was just laughing now. But, wow.
Next guy to come in is Deji. The arena lets out boos for the American.
I got a bit of a nod from Jake.
I saw that actually.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they came mobbed up, didn't they? I've never seen so many white jerseys step out.
See, I think that's Jake Paul's mother saying, "Come on, baby."
Yeah.
She's you can see the passion.
She's into this.
Yeah, fully.
You can imagine having your parents in your corner will really mean something.
And we await the entrance of Comedy Shorts Gamer.
Michael Buffer sort of hears some news.
Like a monster. Now they can see me coming, and I only came to crush them. Yeah, I can see them running. Get ready for the main destruction. Some of them are easy targets. Anytime that I aim, I got one. But I still stampede regardless. Get ready for the rain, the top guns. Here for another. Ready, steady, aim. You're looking at the best of the game. Clearing another. Ready, already came. We're gonna withstand the pain. Now I control the crowd like a rock star. And I patrol around like a cop car. And we land down like a helicopter. Everybody up, you're looking at a monster. They see me rolling. Watch me roll up like a monster.
Have you got the power to knock him out?
100%. 2 billion%. That's the thing he doesn't believe. He doesn't believe I've got power. You'll know with something.
Just in case this was lost on you, this is Michael Buffer announcing these people into the ring right now.
The legend of the game.
Absolutely incredible. This is the peak at the moment. Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his entrance to the ring, here comes Deji.
What is going through this young man's head? What a road.
This is so interesting right now. The tension between these two, you could put it with a spoon.
But quite a different demeanour between these two as well, isn't there?
I mean, Jake looks ready to be absolutely unleashed, and
Deji's quite slow walking into that ring, wasn't he?
Huge difference in demeanor, energy, the way that these two fighters are holding themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Manchester Arena, Upload Events, in association with Maverick Media and OB Talent, proudly present our co-featured contest of the evening. It's mano-a-mano sports tonight, combat like the world has never seen. Our officials here at ringside and inside the ring, timekeeper at the bell from the United Kingdom, Steve Bradley. The judges from the United States, Delilah Ponce. From Italy, Gino Vigianino. And your third judge, also in charge of the action at the bell, referee Gareth Morris. And now from Manchester Arena, 6 rounds of boxing. Let's go to the fighters' introductions. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing white and weighing officially at 181 USA pounds. 21 years old, standing 6 feet 1. He's the Team 10 leader, a TV star, recording star, YouTube star. From the United States of America, RNBO presents
What a greeting for the American in the arena. Those of you watching stateside.
And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with white trim, 21 years old, standing 5 feet 10, officially weighing in at 79.1 kilograms. Tonight, he comes to the ring, fighting for his fans and family honor, from London, England, the youthful sensation, Deji.
Well,
That was a hell of an ovation for Deji there.
and a hell of a greeting for Jake Paul. Deji getting the final instructions and encouragement from his team. What can you see over in Jake Paul's corner?
Pure focus.
Deji is getting screamed at by his trainers. They're trying to hype him up. Deji looks quite subdued right now,
Yeah.
calm. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but he's very calm.
It's very rare that you see Deji sort of so calm in this way,
he's
isn't
normally
it?
quite hyperactive character. Jake, on the other hand, just looking ready to roll.
Incredible
Interesting.
energy, isn't it, from Jake Paul over there?
I'm not wanting to blink because Jake has said first round knockout. First round is all he's been saying. So you're not expecting this to be a slow start, are you? You're expecting 100 miles an hour.
Usain Bolt pace out the blocks.
Do not blink. If you're at home and you wanted to see action, I mean, you've definitely already seen it in the last fight, but this one is set to deliver too.
That's the voice of True Geordie there, sitting alongside Joe Weller, who competed last year in the boxing. Joe, your final thoughts before the fight?
I mean, I'm seeing a complete contrast between these two boys.
Deji's not making eye contact,
no,
is he?
No.
Jake is almost prowling the ring, marking his territory as the tank Deji stands in the corner. I mean,
What's going through that young man's
What
mind
are
right
you
now?
seeing? What do you read
for me,
from
I
that,
just
Joe?
see Deji's looking at the floor a lot. He's very much within himself. And is it focus? Is it fear?
We're about to find out.
He's listening to his coaches, that's one thing. He's definitely nodding to his coaches a lot. Whereas Jake is not really being instructed that much. Jake's punching himself in the face here. He's getting himself ready for this
Oh,
shit.
God.
Oh, it's eye to eye.
Wow. I think this is all these boys have been thinking
This
about
is
for months.
the co-main event. It's Jake Paul versus Deji the Tank.
Months and months of anticipation build up to this moment where you can watch True Geordie commentate on two of YouTube's biggest young stars. Welcome to Manchester. Incredible.
Jake Paul looks to come right ahead, and Deji is going to have to be quick and use that speed we've seen in practice.
Bell's gone.
Jab instantly.
That speed, Deji early on.
Yeah, Deji's got some. Vidal said Deji is slick naturally. Good left hook, and he's rocked Deji early. That was a hell of a left hook. Oh, and he follows it up, and he's going straight out of the tongue. Body shot. 1, 2. Deji swings and misses. Jake Paul with a great left hook to start us off.
Great to reply though there from Deji.
Deji goes with a 1-2. And they clinch, and the ref separates.
Jake pulled him in there pretty quick. He needed to. Jake pulled him in there pretty quick. He needed to.
Jake reading Deji's eyes. Deji looking to go straight down the middle. And he catches Jake. Oh! And Deji catches Jake Paul with a straight left. That was not a part of that game plan for Jake Paul. Right, left, body shot, right hook by Jake Paul.
The minutes tick down, 2 minutes left.
But the tongue shakes it off. Keeps his hands up.
The arena chants Deji's name. Will he react to it?
The lads exchange here. A lot of jabs, body shot. Jake Paul unloading. Deji answers with a right hook. And the crowd goes wild. This is a hell of a contest so far.
Every punch for Deji is cheered on by the entire
It's a
arena.
right hook from Jake Paul. Left, right. He's got him in the corner. He's all over him. Deji clinches. And that was a good move from Deji. Jake Paul is bleeding from the nose. This has been a good contest so far. Deji goes with that backhand. And it's answered with the right from Jake Paul.
That's against the ropes.
Jab from both men, and it's a right hook. And Deji answers, and Deji's going for it. Oh, and Deji looks winded here. Jake lands a jab.
I can't tell if Deji's dazed or if he's just trying to get away faster than he actually can.
Exhaustion here,
Yeah.
kicking in a little bit. Body shot by Jake Paul.
45 seconds left in the first round.
Deji's white gloves covered with the red blood of Jake Paul's nose. And that was a hell of a left hook, but it didn't land from Deji.
He's got to start landing those if he wants to make an impact on this.
The state of Jake Paul's face though.
And there's heavy breathing from both men here who are in a fight.
Deji's trainers absolutely screaming at him from behind.
Left. Good answer from Deji. And this is a very even fight. For anyone, Jake Paul was shouting first round knockout. We are not getting that so far. The first round knockout is not happening. Jake Paul, he's going for it though. And it's answered by Deji, who shows heart.
We'll hear the bell any second.
Oh, and this is not
There
what we had in mind for Jake Paul.
Wow.
Deji Olatunji showing what the Brits are made of.
The UK rise to their feet for Deji. Joe Weller, what were you seeing in that first
100%.
round?
At first, I'm not going to lie, I did see Jake Paul dominating for about the first 5 seconds, but then, as with almost every altercation, Deji fought back.
Yeah.
And it was just brilliant. I mean, it's almost like he's feeding off this crowd.
I'm just looking, I've stood up here to see what the boys are thinking.
What are you seeing in Jake Paul's corner?
Breathing heavily. There's not a lot of he's taking instructions, but I've got to think, after predicting a first round knockout, this wasn't in the script.
This is a shock for him.
Mate, I'm not going to lie, Jake is breathing heavy. Look at his
Well, when you
torso.
get smacked in the nose, as you know,
Yeah,
Joe,
I do know.
you struggle to breathe, mate.
Correct.
When you're swallowing blood, it's not pleasant.
Correct.
He's going to be sucking wind. Deji is in with a real chance after that first round.
He may be a bleeder though, and he may be used to this at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Because I broke my nose in sparring a week before the fight. One tap and it would flood, so maybe Jake's got the same thing.
Yeah, you don't want to build a false impression
Yeah,
off that,
yeah.
do we?
Paul, I have to say, first round probably still give it to Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But Deji did well to answer back and hold his own.
All right, let's have it, boys.
The voice of True Geordie there as we go into the second round.
Jab to Deji's nose, and Deji tries to answer but misses.
That speed.
Jake moving well there.
It's good speed, isn't it, from Deji?
He's in and out, Jake. Good job from Jake Paul. Deji's showing a lot of heart. Jake Paul moves away, and this is not going according to plan. Deji's showing some skill.
Deji charged forward towards him there, hit the
And it's
ropes.
a jab by Deji. Jake Paul takes some punishment there.
His face is absolutely ruined right
Left
now.
hook by Jake Paul. Looks serious. The crowd chant Deji.
The whole arena are on their feet.
There wasn't a lot of respect before this fight, but they must be winning each other's respect right now.
See that building punch for punch, can't you?
Good job from Jake Paul. He's lining that left up, but Deji is staying with it.
Jake Paul just trying to shape up at the moment, trying to judge what his opponent's going to do.
Both men's families stood at the side, must be feeling like their kids are doing them proud here, showing a lot of heart.
No one able to connect with any meaningful punches so far in this round.
Jake Paul going to the body, but bleeding so heavily from his nose.
Profuse at this point, it's incredible.
Overhand right from Jake Paul. And a jab. Deji not offering a lot in terms of output this round so far, despite how messed up Jake Paul's face is. And a good jab from Jake Paul. Gets Deji in the corner. Body shot. The crowd react to the blood of Jake Paul coming off his face as Deji lands with a right hand. Jake Paul, known for being a pretty boy. I'm not sure how many of his girl fans will be liking the look of his face right now.
Deji just landed a little sly punch as he moved away there. Referee wasn't happy with it. Oh, Deji was lining up a big right hand there.
Referee having a word here.
Deji just rests in the corner.
The
referee's having a
referee
word.
allows them to wipe the blood from the face of Jake Paul.
I do see Deji. He just got a nod from the crowd. He's feeding off him.
Deji is growing.
He 100% is.
He needs to have more output because currently he's getting outpointed. He's got to be.
Yeah,
and Jake Paul goes to the body. Moves away.
He's cleared his vision, now he can move forward.
I feel like the movement of Jake Paul's been quite good.
Absolutely.
He's been in and out really well there.
He's also used his movement to move Deji around the ring, hasn't he? Referee is nice and close in there, making sure he can see every shot.
Jake just on the edge here. Just landing and using the size, a little bit of size advantage he's got to try and land and get out the way.
No one thought when they saw the weigh-in yesterday it would go this far. That's the end of round two. True Geordie, your thoughts?
I think Jake Paul's winning the fight, but I think Deji is showing a lot of signs that he can still win this fight. Impressed from both men, I've got to be honest. A lot of people might have thought Jake Paul was a bit of a pretty boy, couldn't take a punch. He definitely can't take a punch. And Deji is showing more heart than I think people thought he would have as well.
Yeah, I do reckon like a lot of people based on the weigh-ins had it in Jake's favour purely off the way he looks, but it goes to show that heart and that belief can get you so far in itself. And obviously, admittedly, yeah, Jake is probably winning the fight. Deji is not giving up, you know, and that heart and that desire to win.
And it's certainly not a steamroll as many predicted.
No way.
Including Jake Paul said, first round knockout, and it's definitely not gone that way.
We're about to enter the third round. What does that mean for someone like Jake Paul, who was so confident going into
this? For me now, we're looking at fitness levels, guys.
Yes. Right.
This is a 6-round fight, and we're seeing them look very tired in the beginning of the third round. I'll be shocked if this goes all the way. It's about cardio, it's about heart, more than anything else.
A tale of not judging a book by its cover as well, because 100%. A lot of people wrote Deji off immediately yesterday. I mean, True Geordie, you came back from the weigh-in and you were saying, I think a lot of people are underestimating what Deji's capable of.
If it was a bodybuilding contest, they'd have one winner, but it's not. It's a fight.
Exactly. Shannon Briggs wanders behind the commentary table as round 3 starts off.
Good job from Jake Paul to get us underway. Right hand, Deji swings and misses, and it's a jab from Jake Paul. Oh, and he looks confident now. Right left, but Jake Paul is smashed in the face by Deji with a 1-2.
Incredible aggression there from Deji.
Deji is very reactive. Yeah. He reads boxing quite well. This is what Vidal was telling us, and we're seeing it in action now.
You're only really left to wonder what Vidal would have done with this fighter if he'd have stayed under his tutelage.
He's doing pretty good so far.
Incredible work.
That jab of Jake is really effective. I think that is what's winning the fight for Jake so far, the jab.
Jake's got this one on point so far, heart-wise, Deji.
Yeah, 100%. But like with that jab, as Geordie says, it just puts you off. It gets you off your rhythm. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't give you a chance to think about what you want to do.
It's an important point to make, is 1 minute is gone in the third round.
Left hook from Jake and a right hand from Jake. He follows it up with a left straight.
Heard both of those land at the side of the ring here.
Oh, and it's an overhand left from Jake Paul. but he leaves himself open, but Deji cannot capitalise. He's tiring now, Deji. But so is Jake. It's a grueling fight, this.
Both of their hands have gone down quite a bit. Their defence isn't up anymore as they lock up. You can see they're both getting tired at this point, right?
Yeah. The crowd is so animated at ringside. It's different to any fight so far. People are getting leery.
Deji's corner absolutely screaming at him.
Deji looks to close Jake down, but Jake moves away well, circling away. Deji against the ropes.
There we go.
Oh, and it's Jake who's in the corner, but he clinches and the ref will separate. The ref is covered in blood here.
Yeah.
That white shirt will not wash out in the morning. Right, left, and Deji's getting landed on, but he answers back with a straight right.
He's going punch for punch here, isn't he?
Jake must be impressed with Deji's heart here.
Yeah.
He thought he wouldn't be standing. And despite landing repeatedly with that jab, Deji is still there.
Jake's face is absolutely ruined right now.
This is a hell of a fight, lads. I've got to say, I'm really impressed with both men.
Took a big punch as he moved in there, though.
That jab
Deji.
of Jake is really doing the damage, though. That's got to be the difference so far.
Drake, a few words in Deji's
Deji
ear
breathing heavier than he has so far. We're seeing the wind.
I just made eye contact with Deji and his eyes were rolling a bit. Whether that's cardio or the constant jabbing, we don't know.
Oh, and Deji answers with the right, but he misses after Jake lands another jab.
That was wild.
But that was
wasn't
bad intentions. That's what he swung and he meant it. He's trying to hurt Jake.
it? Wild. End of round 3. No one in the arena would have thought at the beginning it would go this far.
Fantastic from the lads.
As both guys return to the corner. Jake kind of got the best of that round as well there, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't as obviously like energetic as the previous two, but fly me, it is almost a 50-50. None of us predicted this. Like,
It's kind of a 60-40 at the moment, isn't it? Purely on points.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, True Geordie, what are your thoughts?
I feel like we're going to start seeing the cardio really being tested now.
Yeah.
Going into that 4th round, I know you train for this, but it's a different thing altogether in sparring and going 60, 70, 80% to when someone's literally trying to take your head off and you're fighting for your life out there. And they'll be in the deepest waters of their lives right now. They'll have never felt anything like this. They'll be feeding off the energy of the crowd. They'll be feeding off the family. They'll be feeding off not wanting to lose. Let's see who wants it more, lads, because that's what it's about now.
Jake Paul must be wondering in his mind at the moment. I was meant to knock him out in the 1st round, and now we're going into the 4th.
Although he's up early.
Yeah.
He's up early. He's trying to get in the mind of Deji even now. Look, I'm fine. I'm fresh.
Deji's
He's
still
not breathing that heavy, Jake. I've got to say, Deji's definitely breathing heavier.
Absolutely.
But in the middle of the fight, we'll see how that takes its toll. Deji lands.
Ooh. Jake Paul taking almost an elbow there.
Oh, and that is a good hook. Good job again from Jake. Right hook. Again, he's following it up. Deji is in trouble here. He needs to move off. He needs to circle out. He's in the corner. Jake's pinned him, and it's damage. It's constant damage. Deji manages to get himself out of there.
Heavy arms though from Deji.
Oh, and it's another jab from Jake Paul.
Deji seems to be having some sort of trouble with his head guard
Right
at the
hook.
moment.
Deji is getting clobbered now. He needs to make sure he gets those hands up and circle away. He's against the ropes. Another jab from Jake Paul. Deji cannot keep taking this level of punishment.
Puts his arm around the back of Jake Paul again just to get some respite.
Jake Paul, he's in trouble. But he spun him around, and Jake Paul switch. He shakes it off as if it's nothing. Jake picking his shots, and he's pinned Deji into the corner.
Wow.
Deji lands an uppercut there.
Still got 1 minute and a half as well.
Jake pacing himself here, looking to pick the right shot. Deji looking to react, and he does so with the right hand. it's an overhand right from Jake. He's got him in the corner. Body shot, swinging. Deji's still going though.
He's still going, but
there's not much behind the punches,
I know,
is
he
there?
looks like he's very almost sluggish as he moves around the ring.
The energy is sapped from
Yeah,
those
100%.
muscles. And it's a left hook from Jake, followed up with a jab. And it's a body shot. He's got Deji in the body. He's going to the body. He's trying to will him down. Right hook, left. Deji's taking a lot of punishment here. The referee looking to step in, but Deji answers with an uppercut. And they are separated. Credit to Deji, he is still going. The crowd chant Deji. Deji tries to adjust his head guard.
Does he secretly want a breather though? I feel that that's
Without
what
a
it
doubt.
might be more than anything.
This is him wanting a breather.
100%.
It's a good tactic though, to be fair to
100%.
him.
Jake going and getting some tactics from his corner.
Keemstar just shouted, "Not so easy, is it, Jake?"
Not so easy. He's ribbing him.
The crowd are in Deji's corner, but Jake comes straight ahead with a left hook, straight in Deji's face. Body shots. Deji answers with a left hook of his own. And that's the end of the round, and a big deep breath from both boys.
I really do see Deji struggling cardio-wise. He's literally leaning on his coach as he sits down. I don't know, mate.
Can we get a couple of words from
Keemstar?
Oh my God, this is amazing. Deji is on fire. He is shocking the world. That uppercut in this corner, amazing. He's gonna win this thing.
Keemstar there in the corner of Deji.
Wow, incredible stuff. Jake Paul sits back, and I mean, he will be slightly in shock at this point, won't he, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, when you've built it up in your head that your opponent's going to be one way and they're not like that, it can't do anything but throw you off at least a bit. Jay's just got to dig deep now. He probably feels like he's running on empty, but he's just got to dig deep. Likewise with Deji, obviously, Jake does still seem like he's using his tactics, using his boxing. He's not just fully swinging at nothing, which Deji does seem to do a little bit, but we'll see. How's it going to pan out?
Mate, it's been a great fight so far. I'm really impressed with the boys here.
Yeah, absolutely incredible stuff here by the side. It's interesting to see the reaction as well of the crowd, isn't it, at this point? Because everyone is reacting so well to the way that Deji has led this fight.
I kind of feel sorry for Jake a little bit because he's obviously winning the fight and no one's giving him any credit in the arena, but he's coming for the W, and so far it looks like he might get it unless Deji can do something dramatic. And he's certainly trying.
Just about getting through it at this point for both.
Oh, a good left hook from Deji. Jake Paul caught with a straight as he tried to land that hook. He's trying to pin him into that corner and just dish out the damage.
Seems to have worked quite well so far.
Yeah. Deji not really circling out. No. And to the body again, Jake Paul. He's hammering that body of Deji. Deji holding on.
Can't help but respect the way Deji's fighting back though. At no point is he accepting defeat, which 100% respect.
You hear the voice of Keemstar in the background there, just yelling uppercut.
Jake Paul swung with bad intentions and he lands with the left into the body. He's got Deji hurt here. Deji is rocked, without a doubt. Jake Paul's going to work and he's looking for the big punch to end this. Can he get it? The referee's going to step in for us. The towel has been thrown in.
The towel
has been thrown in by Deji's corner, and Jake Paul is your winner.
Wow, no one expected that here in the Manchester Arena. But what a fight we had.
Amazing.
Wow.
Jake Paul on the ropes, hands in the air. Unbelievable scenes here.
Deji's team surrounding him as well.
Deji can barely stand, bless him. What an effort from the young man. He's got everyone's respect in this.
Absolutely.
Both men struggling to stand. They are exhausted.
Neither fighter has approached the other yet. You can see there's
100%.
bad blood between the two. As True Geordie goes to step into the ring.
I mean, people may say some things about the towel getting thrown in, but at the end of the day, the corner was just looking after their man. Like, it's what they got to do at the end of the day. Deji didn't give up. Deji didn't stop fighting. Can't help but respect it, but you know, Jake was winning the fight.
Well, see True Geordie stepping into the ring now. Joe, that was pretty brutal to watch, wasn't it?
I mean, obviously, it felt like from the opening bell, Jake Paul's face was busted up, but didn't stop him. He picked Deji apart, didn't phase him too much being busted open, but the deserved winner, you've got to give it to him.
Absolutely incredible, yeah.
And how would this now play on Logan and KSI's minds?
Well, True Geordie waits in the ring to hear more from both of the fighters, I'd imagine. Who will we hear from first? Probably Deji. More and more people get into the ring, as if this was the final fight. It isn't. You are still tuned in for KSI versus Logan Paul.
That's the thing. We've had so much cracking action,
Oh, yeah.
and we've still got another one to go.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Honestly.
This stream has been epic. Ups and downs along the way. Different personal moments from each of the fighters.
I know. Obviously, YouTube aside, all of that, the numbers and everything, every single person that stepped in that ring has given it their all. And you can't help but take your hat off.
It's incredible, isn't it? Michael Buffer stands in the center of the ring. What a moment this would be for Jake Paul to hear his name called out.
100%. You see, obviously, Deji's team consoling him. How is this going to affect him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Going forward, you've just got to hope that he can, if anything, learn and grow from this.
Yeah.
In some way, you know.
And definitely, this will, if he takes it the right way, reinvigorate his YouTube career.
100%. I mean, it's all about how he deals with it now. If he's humble and honest and open with the fact that he's lost, then it's great. And that's what we like to see, a handshake from the boys.
Yeah.
And a few words. Very, very lovely to see.
That's beautiful. See the camera sweeping in. You've seen a very personal moment there from a long distance. That hate seems to have dissipated at this point.
Yeah.
But the two brothers sitting behind the scenes, I wonder what they're feeling right
I wonder. The news most definitely has got through to them.
Yeah. And I don't think...
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Gareth Morris, at the bequest of the corner of Deji, has to call a halt to the bout. The official time is 1 minute, 55 seconds of round number 5. The winner by TKO victory from the United States of America, Jake Paul. A round of applause for Deji. He gave all he had. Let's give him a hand.
Good to see the crowd clapping their hands for the boys.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Jake. I'm here with your winner, Jake Paul. Jake, that was not the way you expected this fight to go, but you got the win. How do you feel?
I feel amazing, man. I worked so hard for this. Deji fought an amazing fight. I respect him. I hope he learned a lesson about the things that he said, because he said some shit about my family that wasn't cool. So hopefully he can learn from that. But much respect to Deji. No hard feelings. But I feel amazing right now. This year just in general has been tough for me, man. Controversies, friendship fallouts, lawsuits, the list goes on. It hasn't been an easy year. And this fight for me was fighting against all of those things. It wasn't just some boxing match. It was putting my heart on the line to show myself that I can conquer those things, that I can overcome adversity. No matter how hard situations are, I wanted to give up. And tonight, I'm gonna celebrate this win, but I'm also excited to announce that I'm launching a clothing line called RNBO.
Classic. Classic. As if.
Rise and be original. That's my saying, guys. You gotta rise every single day. Fight like a champion, be original. Go to shoprnbo.com right now. There's only 500 shirts, so go fast.
You've obviously had a lot of help from a lot of people to get to where you are right now. Is there anyone you want to thank that springs to mind?
I want to thank a lot of people. I had an amazing boxing team, first of all. I want to thank my coach, Milton. He put so much time, effort, and energy into this. He's amazing. I'm so excited that we won tonight. I want to thank my sparring partners, Nico Valdez, AJ Agarzum, Nick, RJ, Alex, anyone that has helped me spar. Thank you guys so much. I want to thank my family for being an amazing support system. My mom and dad, people can say whatever they want about you guys, but you guys are amazing parents. I want to thank my beautiful girlfriend. I love her. She sacrificed so much for this. It's a lot of time that went into this. My boy Adon, we've been training for 3 years now. Anthony, Chad, Bear, Quan, Jay the Barber. I love you guys. Justin Robert, shout out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Jake Paul.
Well, we're hearing ringside here that you got to give Deji credit from Michael Buffer. But wow.
1 second. I'm here with a man who fought his absolute heart out tonight, Deji, who's got the respect of everyone in this arena.
I just want to say, I know I let a lot of people down, but I'm telling you right now, this isn't the end of me. I'm going to come back from this. There's no way in hell this is the end of me, and there never will be. I know I let a lot of you down, and I'm sorry. But I promise I'll make it up to all of you. All of you, I'm so sorry. But Jake Paul, he surprised me. He hit hard, honestly, but I stayed in there. He said he was gonna knock me out in the first round, and that never happened. I lasted till round 5, and I want you all to remember that. I know a lot of you are saying, I know you're probably tweeting me now saying, you did bad, you suck, all of that. I understand, you can't say that. In my opinion, I didn't fight as well as I should have. But I'm telling you right now, this is not the end of me. Thank you all. I want a rematch. I don't care. I'll fight anyone. I need to prove myself that this isn't the end of me. So thank you.
Deji, you have nothing to prove after that. You fought like a champion, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, Deji!
Deji there, fighting like a champion but not quite coming out on top.
I know. I'll tell you what, right? I know I've just accepted Anderson Gibbs' request.
Just before we go, Jake Paul says he's got something to say.
Oh,
You said you wanted to call someone out.
Oh, please don't be me.
I want to call someone out. I want to keep on fighting. I love the sport. Chris Brown.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Chris Brown.
Who?
I know you were supposed to fight Soulja Boy, but I think it's time to get in the ring with someone your size. So Chris Brown, I want to see you. And the Ace family, I love you guys, but I want to play y'all 5-on-5 in a basketball game. Austin McBroom.
Wow. Well, he really used his platform well there.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
I know I've accepted Anderson Gibbs' request, but if Deji wants to fight